Hello everybody, this is S Trades and today is March 13th and I just want to come up here and do a quick trade recap for you guys. You guys don't really have to understand everything that I'm going to be talking about, but I'll be doing these trade recaps just for you guys to see how this thing works on a daily basis. Like I mentioned, you don't really have to know exactly what I'm talking about. All these terminologies might be like completely foreign to you and you might not understand anything, but that's totally fine. But this is just a trade series that I'll be keeping on YouTube and all my other social medias just to kind of keep track so you guys can see taking pretty much similar same trades on a consistent basis, and just to show like proof that this is not just some random gambling or whatever. Alright, this is a 4-hour chart. We're looking at the overall narrative. We've been pretty bearish, right? Last few days we've been also kind of playing in this range, so it's a little tough to kind of indicate where we're trying to head, but I'm still pretty bearish. I really think that we're gonna hit these lows and keep on going lower. From what bias that I have, for you guys that don't know, bias is just simply where do you think the daily candle will go, where do you think the direction of the whole entire day will go. Pre-market, we see this little dump that we had, right? And then we ended up retracing to this 1 hour fair value gap. We saw an immediate reaction off of it. We also developed these data highs. Anyways, I was pretty bearish going into the day. Then you don't have to be bearish and only take shorts for the day. If you see an opportunity that kind of goes against your bias, it's not really like the most optimal way to trade, but with my specific strategy that I trade with, you could do that. So I don't really have to have like a specific set of trades just according to my bias, more towards kind of drawing liquidity. Drawing liquidity is kind of just like where do you think the candles are going to go just at a certain moment that you're looking at. So I was actually looking at this, and I don't really take trades before the market opens. I usually wait until like 10 minutes after the market opens because I don't really like taking pre-market or at market open because it gets super volatile. Market opens up right here, we just straight up dump, right? Now with hindsight, you could have taken like this random retrace into I don't know what, but that's not again how I trade. So I was just kind of waiting to see what price is doing. Boom, so we kind of dumping, right? Now my drawn liquidity for the entire day was this previous day low, this green line, right? And this is what we're thinking, that this is what I was thinking where the price is going to go to, right? So we kind of miss this move. Again, you could have entered at the top, like you could have entered on a CISD right here, but I don't really trade just CISDs alone, and you don't have to know what CISD is yet. I'll be going over all of these things later. You could have hindsight just entered a short and prayed that it'll go lower, right? But I didn't because we did have data highs over here. So at first I was hoping for us to take out the data highs and tap into this box, which is a 30 another hourly, right? But anyways, so we dumped, right? We had no entries. We took this previous day low, right? We're now back into this 1 hour fair value gap that's been getting held for previous like few days, right? So we're back in this hourly. We're holding it again because we got an immediate reaction now. So now we developed the 15-minute fair value gap, right? And now we have this 5-minute fair value gap, right? Again, the way I trade, you can even see my whole checklist right here. I needed some sort of a higher time frame fair value gap / sweep. Then I need an unfilled target, which is this 15-minute fair value gap. And then I just need the highest time frame IFG, which is the inverse fair value gap, right? And obviously we need the time to be aligned. So all of these things checked, right? I originally wanted to enter off of this 2-minute right here, on this 2-minute inverse, but we couldn't do that because the price already tapped into the 5-minute. So again, according to my rules, I have to wait for the highest time frame IFG. So now we had to wait until this 5-minute gets close for us to be able to enter. Now you might think like, what is this, like a 1-to-1 kind of risk to reward? But this is kind of how my strategy works. I don't need to freaking, I don't know, catch 300-point moves and then have my stop loss to like 10 points or whatever. That's not how I trade. I'm okay with this kind of a stop loss, and we get that here. Boom. So we inverse this 5-minute fair value gap, right? I entered a very small position over here because I had some intuition, you could say, but you had some idea in mind that it might come back to this IFEG and then kind of go higher again. So I didn't want to enter my full position over here. Right now, if you go into the 1 minute, we entered off of this. I kind of had my stop loss below this low right here, which is pretty tight. I'm not gonna lie. Usually I would set it to the body over here, but this was like a 100-point stop and I didn't want to have it over there, so I kind of adjusted it according to this, which is again not the best setup because you don't have your stop pretty, give the trade some room to breathe and not be super tight. But this trade alone wasn't a plus because I actually did not see this because I took this trade on the phone, which is why I couldn't record this trade. But yes, hit the 15-minute right before we inverse the 5-minute, right? So we inverse the 5-minute right here, and then ES already hit the 15-minute, so you could technically call it SMT with the 15-minute, which was not ideal for me. But I didn't see that, and I guess you could call me lucky for this one because I really did not see that 15-minute getting tapped into. Anyways, I entered this long. I entered like 5 micros over here, and then we see price develop, boom, getting hit. So over here, right at this level, I took off like 3 cons right here. Took off majority of my position, and I let the rest ride. Now the way I do it, I take off my majority of my position off of my first TP, and then the rest of the position I kind of just let it run. And the way I do it is I kind of adjust my stop loss as I go. Also, talking about a stop loss, I made my stop at break even once they got hit for the 15 minutes. So now this trade is pretty much risk free. Now how did I trail the stop loss? I had my stop trailed over here. Alright, I had my stop trailed over here, and then I fully exit all my positions as this candle went up because I was already okay with my profits for the day. That was kind of a perfect exit, I'm not gonna lie, because we ended up dumping after. And then you also had another trade over here, which I didn't take because I didn't want to risk my Express account anymore. So this was another really good setup that we saw. We tapped into this 15-minute, again, high time and fair value gap, and then we inversed the 5-minute, right? But the only issue here was that we had another 5-minute over here, right? So the way I go about these trades is if I were to take this 5-minute and target the next 5-minute, I would go break even, but it wasn't really ideal here because this would be like a few point move and it wasn't like the best. But this is a hindsight trade that I could have taken, but I didn't. Realistically, I wanted to see price kind of retrace a little bit higher into this 1 minute. So you could have entered it on this candle. Once you saw it, you get a confirmation that this fair value gap is getting held. So I could have entered on this, and then once this level, this 5-minute got hit, I would have got break even. And then, as you can see, price is going lower. We ended up inversing this 5-minute over here, right? And then we inversed the second 5-minute over here. So this trade looked pretty good as well, but I did not end up taking it. So both of the 5 minutes got inversed and we got a little retrace all the way back to the IFUG, and then we kind of ended up pretty much dumping for the rest of the day. Let me exit out of this. Yeah, so as you can see, we pretty much dumped a whole lot after that move, but that was pretty much my trade that I took for the day. And again, there's got to be proof, of course. Like I said, I took a small position. As you can see, my Express account right here is my P&L, and that's about it. I'm pretty much being transparent with you guys. I'm not hiding anything. That was the trade recap for today. Like I said earlier, if you guys don't understand what the hell I'm talking about, I have no idea what IFEGs, FEGs, CISDs, and all that kinds of stuff, do not worry. I will go into everything in detail as the bootcamp goes. But this is also just another series that I want to keep on my channel, just to have another playlist for you guys to see. Anyways, I'm gonna wrap up this video, guys. Let me know in the comments below if you guys took any trades today, was a winner or a loss, and just let me know how your week has been going so far. Tomorrow's Friday. Stay locked in, guys. Follow your rules, don't break your rules. Whoever is already trading, and follow me along. But other than that, I'll see you guys later.